Hello everyone. I thought I would take this time to make a video where you guys can see my face or a live stream or whatever. I'm going to try to make this quick. Try. Who comes, whoever comes, whoever doesn't. That's not my concern right now. My concern is what I'm about to say. This is not really a K-pop related topic. This is something else. It's come to my attention that a lot of people have been, well, not a lot of people, a few people in the comments have been cross with me for, as they say, misusing the term woke in the Internet's Nathan video that I made. Let me first say, it's a lot of people that are saying this, I'm assuming, are left-leaning people. I believe that's why they're offended by me saying the term woke in my Internet's Nathan video. Let me be very clear. I'm not a leftist anymore. I've been away from leftist stuff a long time ago. I know this is unrelated to K-pop, but I'm gonna say this anyway because I need to get it off my chest. And like I said, whoever comes in, comes in. Whoever doesn't. That's not the point. Don't care. Stay if you want. Leave if you want. Not in the mood to pussyfoot around with my words today. Because I wasn't even gonna do this, but I decided to do this. So I'm not a leftist. Haven't been a leftist for a long time. I left it a long time ago. I was taught that black people were oppressed all the time. I was taught that black people are supposed to, fend for themselves. Every man for themselves. There is no black community coming together to do anything, right? Unless it's about a white person doing something wrong to a black person. It's always racially motivated or ethnicity motivated. It's not because we need to, just because we need to. So my whole frame of mind was formed by this ideology that black people are born oppressed because we're born black. Critical race theory. Didn't know what critical race theory was. Hey Shaima, I'm doing all right. I'm doing well, and I hope you're doing well too. And thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you every time. I see you changed your profile too. I see you changed your profile picture. Yeah, you did change your profile. And Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you. I hope this year is a good year for you. I hope this is a good year for everybody. So far, we're starting off the year kind of rough, but I hope it's a good year going on. And I know you haven't seen my face for a long time. I apologize for that. I've been off of live streams for a while because I've been trying to do all this other stuff, trying to hammer home all of my videos and stuff. But so this whole ideology of blackness and all this stuff, you're very welcome. All of this ideology has been ingrained in me from a young age. You are born black, therefore you're born oppressed or lesser than white people. Now, my parents didn't teach me that because my parents are common sense thinking people. They believe not every white person has internalized like racism in them. They believe that not every white person that shakes the hand of a black person is shaking their hand saying hello and smiling at them, but internally is thinking this is a dumb N-word, right? Not every white person is thinking that way, okay? So I was taught that, but in school, I was taught, hello, Haifa. I hope I said your name right. I try to say everybody's name right, but I think you said I came close one time to saying it right. Hello, it's good to see you. Welcome back to my live streams, and welcome back to a live stream. I haven't done one in a while. How are you, and Happy New Year's? Doing well. I'm not in the best mood today. I'm doing a live stream very, very late. I don't usually do live streams at 5 o'clock, but I'm really annoyed with some of the things that I've been seeing in my comment section, because people act like they don't understand what I'm talking about or where I'm coming from, or they just don't. And maybe it's not an act, they really don't know or understand. I don't know if they're trying to, but I'm making this live stream to explain why I use the term woke when referring to Nathan's comment about sexism and misogyny. But yes, Happy New Year to you as well. So I hope this is going to be a good year for all of us, really. I really hope that. I really hope that. Because last year was not great. The ideology of critical race theory and all that, that white people are automatically above black people. Those people you don't need am listening with eyes shut. Are listening with eyes shut, sort of. Check out Onu. I was actually, funny enough, Shiny's new now. I was actually going to start off every live stream with what is the update on Shiny stuff. I did actually watch Onu's song, Winner, I think it is. I watched it today before I did a live stream. It's very beautiful, by the way. And I watched him appear on a radio show last night. Last night, technically the morning of in South Korea. I think, no, was it morning? Yeah, it was. I think it was morning. Was that tonight? Was that last night or was that today? Anyway, I saw it. Jungkook Taehyung. Hey, I remember you. Hello, greetings from Canada. Hey, I remember you, Jungtae. I remember I commented under your comment. Welcome to my live stream. But yes, I was taught at yes. Oh, by the way, Shiny, before I continue, yeah, we are going to do that from now on. Every live stream, the segment, the first order of business is what's going on with Shiny. So I'm going to give you the floor. Okay? And we'll release an album this year too. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Sorry, I have wires and cords everywhere. I haven't done a live stream in a while, so everything is kind of like, and it's dark in my room. Literally the only light that's on is my ring light. That's the only light that's on. Everything else is dark. Everything else, literally. I'm a big new fan of your channel. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome to my channel. Our channel now. It's our channel. Yeah, I appreciate that so much. It's weird, like when people tell me they're a fan of my channel. It's very strange. I never thought that would ever happen, but here we are, right? Here we are. I appreciate that though. I'm good, thank you. Thank you for asking. I finally finished my finals. I hope that your day improves. Thank you. It is what, currently 5:16 p.m. So, and it's dark because it's daylight savings, so it's been darker, getting darker and darker. My day has been okay, but I'm very annoyed. I'm very annoyed with people in my comment section. I really am. With that have been saying I'm misusing the term, because they don't understand where I'm coming from. I have no problem with them believing me to be wrong. I have no problem with them explaining to me why they believe I'm wrong. I don't have a problem with that. I don't know why people act like I have a problem with people explaining to me why they believe I'm wrong. I don't have a problem with that. I never did. I have a problem when you tell me what to think. Do not tell me what to think. That's my problem. Stop telling me what to think. I have my own mind. I do what I do. I know what I know. And I have my own convictions. Same as you and everybody else. Okay? Do not tell me what to think. I do not want I don't want your help. I really don't. Not on that front. I don't. Okay, when I want someone to tell me what to believe and what to think, well, I probably won't come to the people that are telling me what to think on my comment section. But I don't need anybody telling me that. Okay, I mean, woke is a word that originated in the black community and has been misused by the internet. So I understand why you are annoyed. Yes, because, well, and the thing is, people are saying that I'm misusing the term by saying that what he said sounded woke. I didn't even call him woke. I said what he said sounded woke because this is why. This is why. Because people act like they didn't get this. And yes, I'm going to get political because woke is a political term. Started by black Americans, right? What happened is we no longer have civil rights or Jim Crow, for excuse the pencil. We no longer have Jim Crow or civil rights or slavery or any of that stuff, or women not being able to vote, not having equal rights as men, and all this other stuff. We don't have that problem, okay? Not anymore. Women not being able to get good, high-paying jobs. Now there's a lot of women out there who are business women who own their own companies and multi-billion-dollar conglomerate companies run and created by women. But apparently this country is so misogynistic that women have to, and maybe it's true that women have to work twice as hard as men because women aren't taken seriously in the workplace and all that stuff. But at least women still actually get to achieve that. But people in this country act like, oh no, women, no, they're oppressed. No, stop it, stop. Women have more. I'm trying not to go on a tangent here. I need to concentrate. Don't get discouraged by such comments. It's your channel. You do you. Yes, that's true. That's true. Jongtae. I'm gonna call you Jongtae because it's easier. Just like I did in my comment. Well, hopefully you're okay with that, Jongtae, because it's much easier. So when I see you, it's Jongtae. You are one of the best, most insightful, well-informed YouTubers out there. Balanced and sensitive. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's really, I appreciate that. That's an honor. It's an honor. But, Jongtae is cool. You like Jongtae. Okay, cool. Jongtae it is then. But yeah, my whole life I've been told this. Oh, wait, sorry. Well, I'll get to that point in a minute. Drink your water and don't break things. I will not break things, and I will drink my vitamin water. See, I was about to break something grabbing my water. So, okay, good. At least the power's going. So, let me go backwards for a minute because I didn't finish what I was saying. When I was young, I was raised by two parents who are not racist at all. I was raised by two parents who understand the value of hard work, who understand the value of placing value on black people to achieve what they want, especially their children, right? But when I went to school, I was taught that black people are oppressed. Black people are all of these things that black people have been subjected to in history, and I'm not denying that happened. I know it happened. Made a whole hour and 25 minute long video talking about, at least the first part of it, talking about the history of wokeism and slavery and all that, and Jim Crow mainly, because that's when it started. So I understand the history. I know where it comes from. I know what the word means. It means bringing awareness to social injustices, mainly racism back in the 60s, the 50s and 60s is when it started. I know all that. I don't disagree. Commenters, listen to me. Please listen. Put your I don't know, whatever you're doing, just put it away for a minute and listen to what I'm saying. I don't disagree with the definition of woke. I'm saying that woke has changed because the people who are using woke to be woke, which is, and like I said, I'm going to get political, the left. I'm not a leftist anymore. Like I said, I left the left a long time ago because I realized how crazy a lot of woke leftists, not all leftists are like this, okay? There's nothing wrong with being a Democrat. Let me be very clear. There's nothing wrong with being a Democrat. And there's also nothing wrong with being a Republican. The problem is not being a Democrat or Republican. The problem is being a woke leftist. Woke. Crazy. Unhinged. What do I mean? This is what I mean. Internet's Nathan, in context, when he said that the people that are being hateful towards Minhee and New Jeans specifically, of course, for the purposes of whatever, growing your channel or getting clicks and likes, are doing this because of, he said it's sexism and misogyny. If you're doing that. Now, he said hateful, and then he used Moonlight. By the way, I am convinced Moonlight TV is not I've never, ever believed that he was a sexist or misogynist anyway. Okay, that's number one. Never believe. I've watched Moonlight for quite a while. Actually, probably right before COVID hit is when I started watching him, when I was doing college stuff. I started following him because I didn't even know Moonlight existed. Started following him during that time. I've never once known him to be sexist or misogynistic or anything. He used the cookie reference. Like I said, I would not use the cookie reference constantly. I wouldn't do that. But he does that. That's him. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that because I know why he's using it and I've stated it in my video. That's not the issue though. The issue is that Nathan says that, well, he uses him as the example for sexism and misogyny towards people that are hating. That's not hate. Let me be very clear. By the way, he called her a hoe. And yes, I know he called her a hoe, but I know why he said that. That very video, I know why he said that. I do. I know why he said that. Because there was the thing that came out about Minhee saying that she would, I don't even know if this is true or like completely true or not, that she was implying or saying that she would like sell her body or something crazy like that to if she could get some, like, just for some money to get whatever. So, like I said, I don't know how true that is. That's why I don't talk about it. If I don't know how true something is, I don't talk about it. I'm just saying that's what was being reported on Moonlight TV. And I'm not saying that because he brought that up, he's spreading misinformation either. That's something that is like I said, I can't remember exactly how he was using it, but I remember the context as far as why he called her a hoe. Okay? Call it hateful, call it all you want, whatever. The hoe part, I'm not going to go that far with that. Like I said, I'm not here to defend Moonlight. What happened to him? I used to rely on his channel and was so moved. The video he did, Shiny Kim. Yes, I remember he would do. I think he was the one that did the retrospectives, right, on different K-pop groups as well. And yes, I used to watch Internet's Nathan a lot back in the day. Loved watching Internet's Nathan. And I have, like I said, I have no hateful bone in my body towards him or anybody else. But the context in which I'm speaking of is that when he said that whoever spreads hate, and I say quotes because I don't believe he means what he means when he says hate. I read that comment that had no misogyny or sexism in it whatsoever, and he called that misogynistic comment, and it had no misogyny in it. And there were two people that commented under that comment and asked him, "Where's the misogyny?" And he didn't answer because there was none. So I take hate to mean criticize. Okay, because he's basically saying that when he says that comment has sexism and misogyny, and there's not an ounce of it there. When you use sexism, misogyny, homophobia, transphobia, racism, any kind of all that crap, That's leftist stuff. That's what they do to the right. I've seen it happen. How do I know? I've been called that by people on the left. This is before I ever started YouTube, by the way. When I started really looking at what's been going on in our country, yes, I've been called that for for changing my opinions and beliefs on things. I've been called that. Homophobe, transphobe, sexist, racist, whatever they want to call me. Uncle Tom. The leftist people call people like me that. I don't insult them. They insult me. Okay? People in the comment section have been saying that I've been misusing the term woke when referring to what he said, because that's not what he's doing. He's not being woke. He's just being stupid. Well, woke now is being stupid. What do I mean? How do I say this? I hate to be this deep, but I have to do this. I have to do it. I used to support BLM. I used to be a strong supporter of BLM. Black Lives Matter. Mind you, I live in Baltimore, Maryland. Who voted for Kamala and Walz? I'm not trying to get too political on that front. I'm just telling you where Baltimore, Maryland stands. They ruled that Kamala and Walz were the ones fit to run the country. I don't believe that's true. I might have believed it years ago when I was a leftist. I don't believe it anymore. Okay? That said, I supported BLM back when I had more of a leftist mindset. I donated to BLM twice. Come to find out that BLM was using a lot of the money that people were donating for the causes that they claimed were the causes they were using it for. They were actually using that money to buy mansions for their family. If I had known I was going to talk about this, I would have pulled up all the stuff, but I don't have any of that stuff in front of me. So I'm just telling you what I've come to find out. BLM is terrible. BLM is built on racism. How do I know this? Because BLM only addresses issues that white people... I'm going way off. This is not what I'm supposed to be talking about. But BLM only addresses issues when it comes to what white people do to black people. They don't address anything when it comes to black on black crime. They don't ever talk about it. And it is more prevalent than white on black. Way more prevalent. Been way more prevalent. But they don't talk about it. They don't talk about the black people selling dope and crack cocaine and all this mess to fellow black people, destroying the black community. They never talk about it. What they talk about? Oh, if you're going to have white vigilantes, we need to have black vigilantes, and we need to put our, arms around somebody else's throat, a white person's throat. Because violence should incite violence. Hatred should incite hatred. And I hope you guys are catching that. One of the leaders of BLM stated that when, what's his name? The guy that was on the subway who was saying somebody's going to get unalived today. And all this other stuff. And yelling all these threats. And the white guy had put him in a chokehold or whatever. He was high on drugs and stuff. And I don't know exactly if the choke contributed to that, him losing his life or not. I would say that it probably did, but he was doing it to defend those people because I don't know what the freak he was going to do that day. But if nobody had tackled that guy, if it was a black person that did it, nobody would say anything. Because it's a white person, again, they're trying to... make a hero out of this boy, the father of which came up on the stand and said, "Oh, I miss my son," and and all this other stuff, and he should be here. Where were you? Anyway, let me stop. Let me stop. Focus, Avery. Focus. I don't like the BLM movement. I think it's racist. I think it's hateful, and it's evil, and I think it should be destroyed. Period. And I'm going to get to you guys' comments in a minute. I will. I promise I will. And thank you guys for being here, by the way. I needed to do this. I need to vent. Okay, I need to explain some stuff. I need to break some stuff down. There's a reason why I said that Nathan's comments were woke. And the reason why I said it, and I see you, lovely kisses. I see you. I see you. And it's good to see you too. There's a reason why I said that his comments are woke, because the left always uses the terms sexist and misogynist to shame other people who are who are, what's the word I'm trying to find? Critiquing or coming out and addressing issues that the LGBTQ community have, or that black people have, or that like whatever community has. We are called istophobe of whatever community that is, because we call it out. That's what leftists do to the people that are on the right. I've seen it. I've borne witness to it. It's woke. That's what wokeness has become. We have an issue in this country, and this is one of the reasons why I made the whole hour and 25 long minute video on what is woke. Very long. I know it was long. I know a lot of people it probably struggled to watch that whole video in one sitting. It is basically a movie, almost a movie length long video. It's the longest video I've ever done. I know. That's why I'm trying to put it in bite-sized shorts. I actually have a short that's supposed to be uploaded almost right after I get finished with this live stream. I have a few shorts that I'm trying to get together and cut short and put it out there for you guys, so you can at least see parts of the video. But, which is funny because I did not know that I was going to say that what he said sounded woke to me. I put out the first couple of What is Woke videos not knowing what I was going to say about this. But I had it in my mind. When I saw it again, I said, wait, this sounds very much like how leftists try to present themselves as morally more just than the other people being the right. When we say that there should be no trans women in women's sports and stuff like that, we're called transphobes. You know it's true because it happens all the time. I too believe that trans women shouldn't be in women's sports, and guess what? I'm called a transphobe for that. That's what they call me. On the left calls people like me that. Do I like it? No. But I'm not calling them anything. I'm not insulting them. I'm just trying to get my point across. They're the ones that come at me and do all this. Now, people in the comments, for the most part, haven't completely insulted me at all. They've just said they disagree with with my misuse of the term. The term woke is a term that is used to address and make people aware of injustice, oppression, any form of injustice at all. Nathan was pointing out an injustice committed by the company, Hybe, towards 5 girls and a grown woman, and said anyone who hates on them, quote unquote, which is actually criticizes, is doing it with the intention to be sexist and misogynistic. Right? When you do that, and you shame people for criticizing 5 girls and a grown woman because they're 5 girls and a grown woman, because of their gender, that's called woke. because you're bringing awareness to an injustice and saying that we are partaking in an unjust act because of their gender. That's the proper usage of the term woke. I don't know why people act like I'm misusing the term. That's literally what the term is. So, I fail to see the issue here. The issue, I guess the biggest issue is that you're just mad because I used the term woke. Whatever. Whatever. And then you're trying to tell me what terms I should have used. Don't tell me what terms you think I should have used. I don't want to hear what terms you think I should have used. I didn't ask you for your advice. Okay? I didn't ask for any of that. Don't want it, don't need it. We agree to disagree. You think I'm misusing the term and that the word woke has been co-opted by the right, that's fine. What are y'all talking about over here? Minho and... I'm just kind of rambling on and people... No, but that's why I turned this live on anyway, is to say that I don't like when people tell me what to think. I don't like when people don't understand me when I feel like I made myself very clear. If you get nothing else from this live stream, one of negative comments. Yes, I know. We will be here to defend you. I appreciate that. People will come and go. And I'm okay with that. I'm fine with people. I'm fine with people leaving. I actually am. I don't know if people feel like they're doing something by leaving my channel because I have a difference of opinion or a different belief system. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. If you feel like if the agreement is too strong for you that you have to leave, that is fine. You can go. I'm not holding a gun to anybody's head commanding them to stay. You don't have to stay here. Just do not tell me what to think on my channel. I don't mind if you, like, I tell people how to think. Like I say all the time. I don't tell people what to think. I tell people how to think. And like I said, if you ask me, hey, Moonlight, how do I think? My answer is, think for yourself. That's how you should think. For yourself. So that's what I say. Think for yourself. If you don't like what I say or you don't believe anything I say and you have your own opinion, your own belief system, that's fine. If you are wrong and I'm right, or if I'm right and you're wrong, whatever. I like to assume the best of people and their intelligence, that they are able to intelligently deduce without being constantly bombarded with people telling them what to believe, what to think. Guess who does that? The left does that. They've been telling me what to believe since I was a kid. I don't need people telling me what to believe anymore. I can make my own freaking mind up about what woke is and what it's being used for. I know what's going on with this country. I know what's going on. The left has been, the woke left, let me be very clear. The woke left has been very disgusting and hateful towards a lot of people who disagree with them. And the woke left has become the political norm of this country for a long time. Censorship has become the biggest issue. YouTube, I can't even say certain things. I don't even know if I should be saying half the stuff I'm saying right now. Don't know, because they'll demonetize stuff because you said something. Don't know. Honestly, right now, I don't care, because I need to make it clear. Demonetized or not, this live stream is going to stay up. I'm not privating this. Y'all know I usually private these kind of live streams. I'm not privating this because everybody needs to see this. Just so you know where I stand on my channel, I usually don't talk about politics because I don't like to get into it. I use the term woke because even though it's a political term, it could be used for any number of things if you're calling people istophobes, right? Because of whatever reason you're using. If it sounds woke to me, I'm going to call it woke. I don't give a crap what you think about how I'm using or misusing the term woke. I don't care. If it sounds woke to me, I'm going to call it woke. I call it like I see it. Okay? You can disagree with me all you want, but you telling me what to think is not going to convince me that I'm wrong or something. So, politics, endless source of headache. Yes, it is. Extreme left and extreme right. You're absolutely right. Okay? I don't tolerate extreme leftism. I don't tolerate extreme rightism. There's woke right people just like there's woke left people. Only difference is I've seen a lot of woke left stuff going on telling me what to think. And I don't believe that. Like I said, there's woke leftist people that are like heavily into conspiracy theories, which I'm not. Nope. Woke means to no longer be asleep. I'm woke. I'm woke right now watching your life. Yeah. It's very disheartening that I have to put up with this. And look, I've already resigned myself to the understanding that, hey, not everybody's going to like what I say, and not everybody is going to be pleased. I'm not going to please everybody. I know I'm not. Do I care that I please everyone? No. Why? Because it's a good thing. It's a good way to filter out the people that are for you and who are not for you. If I'm pleasing everybody, then my identity, I have no identity of my own. Because I'm just trying to please everybody and be everything to everyone. I can't. It's impossible. So I state what I state because I have my own beliefs. I was raised in leftist stuff, not by my parents, but by society. Okay? Society taught me that white people are always going to be ahead of you. There are white people that are subscribed to my channel. I don't think any more or less of them than I do black people or any other ethnicity, because I'm not racist. I have a white uncle and mixed cousins. My brother, my older brother, is married to a Japanese woman, have two beautiful Japanese children, half Japanese, half black children. We're not racist in this family. I'm not saying this to prove that we're not racist, obviously. But I'm just saying, none of us are racist in this family. We don't care about that. That's the point. I don't say what I say because I care about being politically correct. Politically correct, it's politically correct today to have voted for Kamala and Walz instead of Trump and J.D. Vance, right? It's politically correct today to say that trans women belong in women's sports. It's politically correct today to say that there should be a drag section, a drag thing for kids to teach, drag day or whatever. It's politically correct now to do that. I don't agree with it. Never did. I don't go into all this stuff because this is not the niche of my channel. But when I say that something's woke, woke is free game for me. But if you take offense to it in the comments because I said the word woke, I'm not the one that's getting defensive here. You guys are. Because you obviously have a problem with me using the word. Using the word. The word alone offends you. Or at least my usage of it. Woke used to mean something real back in the day. Woke used to actually be calling out oppression, calling out racism, calling out sexism, calling out any kind of real issue, Jim Crow and all that stuff. Yes. Real systemic racism. Black people could not get whatever job they wanted. And then when they did try to become politicians, it was difficult. Women couldn't have that right, couldn't have the right to vote. all this other stuff that was going on. I know what woke was for. I'm not stupid, okay? I'm not dumb. I know. But what woke has become now is validating everything, accepting everything. When a politician stands up and says that trans people are the backbone of this country, I have a problem with that. Because trans people did not do anything for this country. Who did? The military did. So the nuclear family did. Mothers and fathers raising children together. That's what this country was built on. God, family, and country. And we've lost the love for all three. And we've put transness and femininity and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with femininity. It's the toxic femininity that I don't like. That women can do without men forever. Men should be wiped off the face of the earth. Let all the men go to war and fight and be unalived, while the women just run the whole world. Because with men are the cause of all the wars in the world and all this other nonsense. You know, just man hating for no reason. Or maybe it is for a reason. About like because of somebody's experience. We're here. We hear you, Moonlight Antonio. What are you? What are my hopes for 2025? That this country can get back to where it needs to be. And that when I say something and I explain what it is, that people actually look at it, read it, and try to understand it, rather than saying, oh, yeah, well, you're still, right? You're still misusing the term, even though I've just explained how I'm not. But again, that's that. Now, when it comes to K-pop, here's what I do want. Trans people are people. Why are we treating them like they are a whole new breed of... Hey, you just said something really good. You want to know why we treat them like they're something different? Because they truthfully want to be treated like something other than. They keep saying that they want to be treated like normal people, but then they keep putting themselves in positions where they are not treated like normal people. And then they get mad about it. I think we should have a trans division. I think we should have a trans division in sports. Trans division. It's not something other than, but obviously you're not a woman or a man. Naturally, you're a trans woman or man. And I respect you being a trans woman or man. So out of respect for you being a trans woman or man, you should have your own division. Just like men and women, naturally men and women have their own division. I don't believe in trans people trying to participate in, other people that are not trans sports. I don't think that's right. I don't think it's fair. So, because as you've seen, trans men have, or trans women rather, have been beating actual women in the sports and winning. Why? Because their biology is masculine and their biology is still male. Origin is male. That doesn't change. That's why they win. So when they start actually respecting women's spaces, then and get the, and advocate to get their own, then it'll become better. But until then, if they keep acting like they are the same thing as women, that's where they're going to keep messing up. And if this country keeps accepting that and validating that as a truth, then we're going to keep falling into the same thing of them being treated differently than everybody else. And I think that's the answer. Different divisions. Trans women against each other. Trans men against each other. And then men and women. I don't know why people act like people don't want to watch trans women compete with each other. They'll watch it. They will. A whole community of trans people would love to watch trans women competing with other trans women. I don't see the problem with that. Anyway, I'm sorry. To answer your question fully, Jung Tae, what I want to see in 2025 is Dinggook. Hello, I see you. What I want to see in 2025 is, at least in K-pop, is companies becoming a little more strict. Yeah, as a dancer, a trans male competitive dancer have an advantage, being more flexible. Yeah. Exactly, exactly. I want to see companies become a little more strict with their contracts. And when I say strict, I'm making a whole video, the script, because I told you guys in my community post I'm writing the script for the next video. One of the things I want to talk about is um, that, how do I say this? Companies, because of what happened with Minhee and New Jeans and stuff, companies should crack down a little bit better on their contracts. Of course, all of the two divisions, a transgender division and cisgender division. Yes, yes, two divisions, transgender and cis gender division. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course, I disagree with the term cis, but yes, a cisgender division. Hey, they should be more strict, but I hope we don't go. I hope we don't go. But on the yeah, no, no, yeah, yeah, yeah. What I'm saying, yeah. Let me finish my thought. Yeah, strict in terms of New Jeans and groups like them can't pull the stunt, or should I say Minhee Jin can't pull the same stunt. People like her can't pull the same stunt that Minhee Jin pulled on Hybe. Strict in that sense, like make it impossible for someone to try to take a company or take a subsidiary label out of the company or whatever it is they were trying to do. Make it impossible for that to happen. What I was going to explain in the video is that the article 76, I think it was page 2, was basically saying what a workplace bullying and all that stuff, what constitutes is all that, and that I'm afraid the ex-CEO of Adore and the girls may set back contracts, not in a good way. That would be that is a valid concern. They can't do slave contracts now. That's it's true. They can't do slave contracts, but there is a way for companies to pull some kind of mess underneath, the underneath the surface, right? But honestly, I'm hoping that will become stricter in a sense where people like Minhee Jin won't be able to do any of that stuff anymore in K-pop. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that happens. That things like what happened last year or whatever never happen again. But I also, on the company side, I want companies to lighten up on the treatment of trainees and like how idol life is, because companies are what makes idol life hard for idols. They're the ones that make it hard. What do I mean? Everything that Hani did not talk about, the real issues with the companies, with the industry, is the starvation, depriving people of basic human rights, starving them, telling them to go on extreme diets, or telling them they need to lose weight, which would result in them going on extreme diets to lose weight in a short amount of time, and verbally abusing young people. And I went over this just a little bit in my video that I'm working on now. YG and JYP have said some stuff on those survival shows. They've said some really, really horrible things to some kids on those shows. Really horrible things to some kids on those shows. And of course, in Korean society, it's a, you know, we want you to build character and toughen up and all that stuff, and it's to make you stronger. But in truth, when companies do it, it just seems to me like it's verbally abusive. And then I get that it's basically coming from a place of, if you can't handle it from the producer, if you can't handle the heat from the producer telling you need to sing better, but saying it in like a very evil way, like your voice is terrible. Because like I said, I've heard these people say some really, really terrible things to these young people, just kind of putting them down. And they're like, if you can't take it from me, you're not going to be able to take it from the fans. Well, why would... The thought that you even have to tell these young people that, hey, the fans are going to say things, because that's what has been created. That's what's been created by the industry. And I mean, obviously, the perfectionism stuff, which is very Confucian in origin. It's very Confucian, the whole being an upstanding person. Now, I don't know to what extent. I haven't studied all of Confucianism, honestly. I have not. I'm not an expert. But the perfection standard has something to do with Confucian beliefs, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong about that, but it's so ingrained within Korean society, being an upstanding citizen, that in the K-pop industry, it's like dialed up to 100 or 1,000, right? You have to be perfect in all manner of words and deeds and everything. One slight misstep. Criticism, protest trucks, you know, funeral wreaths. Kick them out. They're not perfect enough. And that's what it's become, and it's very annoying to see that. So I want, in 2025, I would like to see this sort of behavior with companies perpetuating it to stop. I won't stay, Antonio. It's midnight here. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming, Ninguk. I appreciate it. Because it's my fault because I started late. I wasn't even going to do a live stream, but it's been in my mind. But yes, take care, Ninguk. Thank you for coming again. By the way, yes, I will also be looking for new mods. So if you come here regularly and I trust that you can, do the mod job, which honestly isn't really that big of a job when there's not a lot of people here. But as time progresses, I'm sure that the audience in the live streams will grow more and more. And when that happens, I'm going to need some mods that can moderate for me. And Chinese Nuna is the managing mod. You will be working with her and all that good stuff. She's a very, very awesome mod. She's one of my favorites. Well, there's only 2 mods that I have. Ninguk and Chinese Nuna are my best mods right now. So you'll be working with them. I appreciate them so much. They do a lot. I haven't done any live streams in a while, so they've been on break. But yeah, they're amazing. But I am looking for other mods that can help out with our two mods that we have now. So I will be keeping my eye out for people that are showing up in the chat and everything. I feel like Lovely Kisses has been, even though you like recently came, I've seen you on other channels. I know I've seen, I think I told you, Lovely Kisses, I've seen you a lot. I've seen you a lot on other channels. And I like Lovely Kisses, her takes and stuff. She's very, I have not seen her be disrespectful that I can recall. I haven't seen you be rude or anything. You've just had your opinion on things. I don't mind having mods that disagree with me on stuff either. I really don't. Disagreements are part of the human experience, and it's not something that should be canceled or anything like that. So I don't mind having mods that disagree with me, as long as we get along and we can agree to disagree, or agree on some things, disagree on others, agree to disagree. That's all that matters. As long as and we're respectful to each other, that's what matters, right? I'm not calling anybody names. Nobody's calling me names. It just becomes a match of calling people. Who can call someone the worst name, right? Whoever can call somebody the worst name wins. It's none of that. It's all love. We might disagree, but it's all love. So, Lovely Kisses. I feel like you've been a part of this channel, even though you recently came. So I might just be making you a mod and giving you the wrench soon, because I feel like I know her already. Yeah, people who comment a lot and stuff, I look at that stuff. People like Vixen. Vixen comments a lot. If Auntie Rob was here, I would definitely make her a mod, just because she's here. Even if she doesn't attend my live streams, because I know she's busy. She's a very busy woman. But she's the auntie of my channel. And I'm gonna say this. I love and I respect Auntie Rob because she's never told me this, but I could tell before she subscribed to my channel, she would come and comment and look and really observe me to see what kind of person I am. And I respect that. I think you should always look at a person before you subscribe to them. Because guess what? If you really don't feel that this person is worth your time, or you don't like this person, there's something off about this person's fake or whatever, you're going to unsubscribe. You're going to unsubscribe. And then it's why did you subscribe in the first place? So I respect her because she was really looking to see is this person, worth my subscription? And a lot of you, of course, are like that. So I appreciate all of y'all for deeming me, I guess, worthy of the subscription. We may disagree on stuff, right? I don't think, and let me be very clear, I don't think all left-leaning people are bad people. I don't think that all right-leaning people are bad people. I don't think that liberals, or all liberals and all conservatives, are bad people. I have conservative views that outshine my progressive views. More so now than they ever did, because I'm starting to see a lot of craziness. But I don't care about liberal, conservative, and leftist or whatever. As long as you're not wokely weird, then yeah. But when you start calling people sexist and misogynistic and all that stuff, that's when I got a problem, right? I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I watched a couple of your vids before I subscribed. Yeah. But also means a Scottish woman when pissed. Wait, what? I feel like I missed something you said. I'm gonna have to go back to it. Can we let idols hang up on fans when they are being weird and disrespectful on fan club? Yes, I think that's an apt response. I think idols should be able to hang up. When they start saying weird stuff, yeah, they should. Are they going to? No, probably not, because it's a model of perfection to tolerate stuff like that. It's a part of the facade of perfection, right? To allow people to say stupid things to you or weird things to you or cringe things to you, and for you to just be like, okay. You don't have to play along with it all, right? You don't have to play along with it all. But you definitely don't have to. I don't think you should have to put up with it all. But because of the perfection standards, I doubt that they're going to hang up on fans for doing that. It was to your comment, Moonlight, on people being mean in comments. Ah, yes, got you. Got you. It's funny because someone commented recently and said, people have been very respectful. You shouldn't don't get defensive when people like respectfully tell you please don't misuse the term. I'm not defensive because people are telling me not to misuse the term. I'm defensive because people are telling me what to think. And I've said it many times. I'm not going to tell you what to think. I'm not going to tell you that this is right or that is right. I'm going to give you what I believe and you make up your own mind. So if I'm giving you that courtesy, I expect the same level of respect that I'm giving to you to come to me. And it's disrespectful to come and tell me what to think just because you believe I'm wrong. You can believe I'm wrong. Just don't come and tell me what to think. That's when I get annoyed. That's when I get annoyed. I don't care about you telling me to please not misuse the term. I'm going to use the term the way that I believe it's being used wrongly. When I hear people say co-opted by the right, I know that they're leftists. That's what leftists say. Woke is the leftist. I mean the right wing people co-opted the word woke for they co-opted it for the right. Blah blah blah. Yes, we use it against you because you are overcompensating to try to not show that you're racists. Woke left, not the left. The woke left. Okay, I'm being very intentional by saying woke left. They preach tolerance and all this other stuff, and that they accept everybody. But when you call them out for hiring people not because they are qualified, but because they are black, that's called overcompensating. Because you're only doing it because they're black, or because they're Asian, or because they're Hispanic, they're Latina. You're only doing it because of their ethnicity. You're not doing it or their gender, because they're a woman. So I hire them. But of course, that's when I say stuff like that. You know what the left calls me? Calls me a misogynist because I'm attacking women for saying that women shouldn't be hired for being women. No, women shouldn't be hired for being women because we're doing the opposite of what Martin Luther King said. People should not be judged by the color of their skin. He didn't say this, but obviously if the color of your skin is a factor that should not be considered, then gender should also not be a factor. Should not be a factor to be considered. If you're judging people based on skin color, ethnicity, sexuality, sexual preference, gender, instead of the content of their character, their contributions to society, what they bring to the business or bring to the table at all, what skills do they have? Do they have a good work ethic? And all that other stuff. That's what you're supposed to be judging by. Not hiring people based on skin color because they're a certain skin color, just for the sake of filling a check, like check box, check box, check. Oh, the black, check. Woman, check. Gay, check. Like trans, check. No. Are they qualified? I don't care that they're trans. Are they qualified for the job? If not, do not hire them. Period. That's what DEI is all about. Diversity, equity, inclusion. Diversity, we hire you based on your skin color, based on your ethnicity, based on your gender, based on your sexuality, sexual preference, sexual orientation, whatever. And the left has obsessed over it, and they weaponize it against people like me. That's why I said that Nathan's usage of sexism and misogyny was steeped in leftist wokeness, because that's a weaponization of their gender against people who have valid criticisms against the girls, not because of their gender, but because of what they've done, because we're judging based on actions, not gender. I don't know how they missed it. I don't know how they didn't get it. I don't know. And I'm not going to, constantly beat it over their heads constantly that I'm not going to do it. They're going to have to figure it out or not figure it out and be offended and leave. I will say this, though, and I mean this with all my heart. Y'all know how I don't like to say things that are harsh or mean or anything, because I want us to have civil discourse. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the ones that are, You might see a meaner version or a don't give a flying F mentality version of me coming out every now and then in 2025. Just expect that. I'm not doing it to be mean, not to you guys, obviously. Diversity is important, but blindly hiring. Yes, exactly. Diversity is important, but diversity for diversity's sake is crazy. It does, no one's benefiting from this. It's great that you're black, but are you qualified? So yes, I agree with you, Haifa. I don't care. Again, I don't care if you're Indian, Asian, black, white, Hispanic. I don't care. As long as you're qualified, you can be whatever race you are, whatever gender you are. I say race, I mean ethnicity. Because there's only one race. There's only one race. It's the human race. Within that race of humans is a bunch of ethnicities. But yes, you can be whatever ethnicity you are. I don't care if you're a woman. If you are a very qualified woman, you have the credentials and you have the experience to do the job, come on in. Doors are wide open, right? But yeah, exactly to your point, Haifa. Diversity is important, but blindly hiring people because you want a diverse workplace is just a bad recruitment strategy. Yes, exactly. Sorry, my screen got dark, so I had to read it. Yeah, I had to strain to read it, which is bad because I should have my glasses and I don't know what I did with them. I thought I had them on initially, but I found them. I was like, what did I do with them? All right. Oh, never mind. That's worse. I got to clean them off. I can't see nothing through those. Bad recruitment and bad long-term strategy. What may not be sustainable. Yes. It's definitely not sustainable. It's not enough to say that I hired an all-black staff in my Fortune 500 company. That's great, but is it really that big of an achievement if none of the people who you hired are capable of doing the job? So what matters more than your ethnicity is, are you able to do the job? If you just happen to be like an Indian or something and you could do it better than everybody else, that's great. That is great. I do not care. I love all people. Everybody. I don't care what you are. I'm not going to judge you based on your ethnicity. I'm going to judge you based on, are you able to do the job? If you're not, black, white, red, yellow, purple, pink, you gotta go. You gotta go. Can't stay. Hire me because I'm qualified for the job. My gender doesn't qualify me for that. My sexuality doesn't qualify me for that. My my ethnicity doesn't qualify me for that. My work ethic, what I can give to the what I can bring to the table, right? What I can give to the business to be an asset and not a liability. What I have, my skill set, that's what you need. That's what you need. Oh, the song Callback is the next up on my Spotify. I actually listened to the Minho album, by the way. It's very good. I know people are going to be so confused by this live. I was trying to be a little more cohesive, but my brain has been so racked with people saying things. And by the way, I've been trying to ignore a lot of comments. But when they at me and say at Moonlight Antonio, and then they make a comment directly to me, I have this this thing in me where I feel like I need to reply to it because they added me. But not every comment needs a response, right? That's a lesson I'm still learning. It's a lesson I'm still learning. Your personality too. If you don't fit into that work environment, then you shouldn't be hired. Yes, your personality. Yes. I love when people with common sense get the whole picture. Thank you, Haifa. I am so sorry. I keep saying your name wrong. I feel like we've been over this too many times. You've told me how to say your name, and I keep forgetting. So it's not disrespect. I just charge it to my head, not my heart. I really, yeah. But I love that you brought that point up. Your personality also does matter. If your personality doesn't fit the group, if you're mean to people, we don't want you working with people. If you're nasty to people, right? We don't want you here. We don't want you working at this company, right? You have to have a friendly personality that gets what am I saying? You have to have a friendly personality that attracts people, basically, or that gets the understanding of we're a team, right? And as a team, there is no I in team, right? There is no I'm doing this, y'all can do whatever y'all want. There is we. So yeah, you need people with good personalities, friendly personalities, personalities that don't mind cooperation, common sense as well. Common sense as well as me being a business major. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. You gotta know. You gotta know what you need. And what you don't need is people being hired just because they are a certain color within the spectrum of colors. I don't care about that. I care about what are you going to do? How are you going to handle this? How are you going to handle that? When I was interviewed for my job, both of my jobs, they never asked me anything about my ethnicity because it didn't matter. They never asked me. And I had a white employer who employed me in my first job. Now, mind you, I got that job quite easily because my mom worked there. and we lived in Ozark, Alabama. There ain't many jobs for people in Ozark, Alabama. There really aren't. Okay, like there really aren't. Like you're lucky to even get hired at Walmart. Jobs are that scarce in Alabama, Ozark, Alabama. So I got that job because my mom worked there, and she had worked there since that restaurant opened. But they never asked me about my ethnicity because it doesn't matter. They asked me, "Are you going to do the job?" And of course, they teach you how to do the job, right? You get training, but they're not hiring you because you fit the bill of, oh great, we have a token Indian person, or we have a token female, we have a token gay person, or we have a token black person here, we have a token Hispanic. They don't care about that stuff because that's what it is when you hire people based on their color. If they're just a token person, when you hire them based on their work ethic, they're an asset. They're an asset. And that's how we should see things. But the woke left doesn't think that way. They think you're qualified by your gender, by your race. That's why I said they misuse the term woke, because they are calling themselves woke for something that Martin Luther King said we're not supposed to do. How is it woke to judge people based on their skin? It's not. We're supposed to judge people on character. And that was my whole point. Nathan didn't bring up character. They're like, what did they do? Good. He distanced himself from that and said, if you criticize them, these 5 girls and this grown woman, because of their gender, I'm going to weaponize their gender against everybody. It's sexist and misogynist. There you go. That's woke. That's a woke talking point. I didn't call him woke. I said what he said sounded woke. It sounds like woke BS. That's what I said. And I stand 10 toes down on it. I don't know why people act like I'm saying something wrong. But a lot of people that say that I'm saying something wrong is people that are left-leaning. Anyway, and I deal with enough left-leaning people here in Maryland. Baltimore, the whole state of Maryland, again, it's a Democratic state. It's a blue state. We've been blue. This whole state's been blue. And of course, they voted for who they voted for. But I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that the blue people talk about. Because I'm more of a red. I'm becoming more and more of a red person, more of a Republican person. But I don't really care about Democrat or Republican. I just care about truth. That's all I care about, truth. And if the Republicans have more truth than Democrats, then so be it. Wait, let me go back to the comments. Let me see. Yeah, I agree with you. Mentality and decision-making process. Yeah. Exactly. Hey, for real, sometimes I hope some K-pop stans are actually payola. Otherwise, what is payola? Payola, otherwise, to explain their lack of. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I'm sorry if I was all over the place for a lot of the people that I was talking to, but I hope you get what I'm saying. I'm not saying all this stuff to trigger you all, but paid bot fans, yeah. I'm not saying this to trigger you all. I'm just saying this to try to be a little more clear about my position. I've been raised all my life on left-leaning stuff and critical race theory. Even if a white person is as poor as me, they still have more privilege than me by virtue of them being, or by nature of them being white. That's stupid. There are white people that live in the projects just like black people do. Struggling just like black people are. I said this in my What is Woke video. The average white person is not a millionaire or a multi-billionaire. But for some reason, black people act like they are. It's strange. Minheejin and Nugent's made poor business decisions that will affect their careers. Because it shows that any minor inconvenience, they will take drastic measures. It's not about they were women. Exactly. It's about their actions. It's about their actions. And again, Hani didn't bring up anything about the company, like the industry being or needing to change because of like all the bad stuff that's going on. Like with God, there's so many things. All of the stuff that she should have brought up. Let me see. Where's my stuff at? Yeah, overworking idols to the point where they are. I was trying to pull up my notes and it's just like I can't. It's hard to read all this stuff right now, but idols that are constantly overworked to the point where they're getting chronic illnesses and chronic injuries and things like that, recurring constantly. Olive B, welcome. All of these things that's going on. Hani didn't bring up any of that stuff. The overworking, they brought up management, like poor management, but that's because they have an issue with the current CEO, or of Adore. That's why they're talking about all this stuff. Is management. Now management's a problem because they don't have Minheejin. So it's not a problem of the company as it is a problem that they just don't have their original CEO with them. Anyway, but when it benefits them is then they'll talk about it. That's my point. When it benefits them to talk about it, they'll talk about it. But apparently it doesn't benefit them to talk about the constant overworking of idols in the industry, the constant starvation and dehydrating and all that stuff, and them being deprived of water and food and all the stuff that idols deal with, being denied basic human rights and all that stuff. Yes, that's a problem, and companies should not do that. But Hani didn't bring any of that up. She brought up ignore her. That's what she did. So Hybe is not a good company, but none of Hani's complaints reflected it. Okay. Yes, I agree. Well, okay. I don't know how good or bad Hybe is as a company. I've heard a lot of people saying that Hybe does not help their artists to sing better. They don't have sufficient training for these idols. I think, was it La Seraphim that people keep complaining about? I think it was La Seraphim. That they need more vocal lessons, and I agree, but I don't know if Hybe is like not as good with that or not. There's other stuff as well, and yes, I did say that Hybe engaged in media play. However, I do want to say this. I got that from something that I found out was alleged. And because it's alleged, I will not speak on that. But I will tell you what it was. So give me a minute. Let me tell y'all what it was that was alleged that I thought, because this is what I was talking about when I said media play. Of course there's all kinds of things that people say are media play. I will say this: bunnies have been using the whole argument of Hybe paid off Dispatch to be like their errand boys, right? If that's true, why did Dispatch go after Sugar? Does that make any sense? If they're in Hybe's pocket, why would they go after Sugar and the scooter thing and make it such a big deal? Why would they do that if Bong Shi-hyuk himself is in cahoots with Dispatch? Unless you want to argue that Bong PD wanted to self-sabotage or sabotage, not self-sabotage, but sabotage Sugar. Don't think he would do that. Don't think he would do that. So it doesn't make sense. Dispatch is no one's friend. Exactly, Jongtae. Dispatch only cares about getting the scoop on the juiciest news, whether it's alleged, whether it's fake, real. That's why nobody can tell when they're being authentic or not, because they talk about so much stuff that isn't true or is speculation or rumor or anything like that nobody knows. Or they'll just, you know how they are. They're all about the headlines. They don't care about whether they don't even care about whether it damages the person that didn't do it. All they care about is the headlines. That's all they care about. They're not on anybody's side. They're not on Hybe's side, but they're definitely not on Min Hee-jin's side. Definitely not. Like I said, I think the reason why Dispatch has been going after Min Hee-jin so hard, releasing like those text messages from Kakao, is because they got fooled by her in the first press conference because she was trying to play on their sympathies or whatever. She knows what the media likes, so she used it to her advantage. And when they realized they got played, I think this is my head canon opinion here. When they realized they got played, they decided to take revenge. So they released all those Kakao messages of her denigrating the girls, saying she hates working with women, and all this other stuff. Talking about all that crap that she was talking about in those Kakao talks that were very damning. They released it all. And then, what did Bunny say about those text messages? Oh, Dispatch made them. They created them. That's fake. It's all lies. Dispatch created those things out of thin air. All those comments, all those Kakao messages. Where'd they come from? It's Dispatch did it. They created them all themselves. That's not Min Hee-jin. It's AI. Yeah, okay. It's not AI because a reporter asked Min Hee-jin about the comments she made about the girls. And Min Hee-jin did not deny that she made a comment about the girls. What she said was, I don't remember the context. So they are real. Huh? Bunnies are not a smart fandom. Even Min Hee-jin said so. Yes, and Min Hee-jin is right. Apparently, she's right. They're what she called them, brainless. She called them brainless idiots. And they support her. You support a woman that calls you brainless idiot. Oh, she's not talking about us. Well, who's she talking about then? Who's she calling brainless idiot? If not the bunnies. She said fandom. She said the fans. Who's she talking about? BTS fans? Army? Anyway. Uh, there's no context that would make those statements she made right. No context at all that would make those statements. She can't. She tried her best to justify it by saying, "Oh, do you know the remember the context of something that you made like 2 years ago?" Yeah, you remember exactly what the context was, Minheejin. This is why I don't trust her. And she's misled the girls, and she's led them down this rabbit hole of disaster. And my concern is that their development into young, responsible young women has been compromised by her. And it's a shame. It really is a shame. But yes, the misinformation. Wait, is this it? No, this is not it. Where's the misinformation thing I was talking about? Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, you guys. I might have went out of it. Let me see if I can find it. It was. Let me see. Y'all give me one sec. Let me go to my bookmark list here. Bookmark list. Show all bookmarks. All right. Let me find it, guys. Let me find it. How the media play broke. Jesus Christ. I think that might be it. Let me see. Let me see. Is this? Oh no, this is a video. No, this is not it. I forgot I even saved that. That's a video I'm supposed to be looking at because somebody's talking about Hybe doing media play. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? I know I had to have saved it in my. I know I had to have saved it. I don't see it though. Oh. KN News. What's this? Is this it? Is this it? This is not it. Okay, let me see if I can try to explain it. So, I think there was something that came out. I wish I had it in front of me, because then it's better. I can explain it better. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find it here. I don't think I'm gonna find it here. Where is it? I don't think I'm gonna see it. I don't think I'm gonna see it. No, 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 no. I really wish I had that in front of me. I really wish I had that in front of me. Basically, Hybe. It was alleged that Hybe had paid some reporters, um, like hotel expenses or something like that, to come and do something. I can't remember exactly what the whole context was, but I actually believed that to be real at one point, and then I found out it was alleged. So yeah, that was the media play I was talking about. Because the reason why is because it was reported that that whole thing got deleted, and people were like, "Why is it getting deleted?" Right? Something's off, and it was, you know, that's why people thought it was real and that Hybe was conducting some kind of media play. I don't think that that's real, and like I said, they're gonna have to give me proof of that. And yeah, there are times when I will believe something that's alleged and then I realize it's not, but I'm not gonna report on it. And when I do report on it, I'm reporting on it with the understanding it is alleged. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you it's alleged, so take it with a grain of salt. But me saying that, apparently to some people, that's still me spreading misinformation, even though I'm basically telling you guys, hey, this is what's been reported, but I don't know if it's true or not. So take it with a grain of salt, as if it's wrong to do that. That is dumb to me. Dumb. Plenty of people have said, hey, this is alleged, take it with a grain of salt, but I'm going to report on it anyway. But I don't know, when it comes to K-pop, for some odd reason, it's misinformation and disinformation and all these other stupid things. Anyway, but yes, somewhat, that's kind of what I was trying to say, was that Hybe had paid some people to do something, and I can't remember the whole context because I don't have it in front of me because I'm looking for it, and I realized I might have accidentally deleted it without saving it, and I feel terrible that I don't have it in front of me. I do not have it in front of me, and I'm annoyed that I don't. I needed that in front of me because I was going to make a video on it, and I don't. Oh, wait, is this it? Is this it? Is this the one? Is this it right here? Article revealing Hybe provided luxury accommodations for reporters was suddenly removed. This, yes, here it is. This news right here. Hybe has faced ongoing scrutiny following a series of controversies, with one particularly contentious allegation being that the company manipulated media coverage to inflate the success of its artists. Amid these controversies, Korean netizens recently noticed that an article claiming Hybe had gifted reporters with luxury perks was suddenly removed. So apparently it was in media circulation that something was going around that Hybe was no, thank you. Something was going around saying, well, that Hybe was, what is going on? I'm hearing this noise. Anyway, something was going around saying that Hybe was gifting luxury perks to these people. And apparently it was removed. It says on November 14th, a Korean netizen shared an article posted on Yahoo Japan, revealing that Hybe had reportedly covered flights and luxury hotel accommodations for approximately 100 reporters, along with providing explicit explicit guidelines on the language to use in their articles. Yes, yes. This is the media play I was talking about, guys. This right here. And I found out it was reported that this happened. It's alleged that this happened. There's no confirmation that this happened. But this was the media play that I thought that Hybe had partaken in. I don't think that's true. I'm willing to be proven wrong if it is, but I don't think this is true. Stop doing that. What's happening? Stop making this noise. What are you doing? You are in there. Calm down. All right. But yeah, let me see. Let me read on. I don't know if you guys have heard of this or not, but let me know if you have in the chat. Yahoo Japan, so no Korean outlet. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Sounds kind of weird. I did not know that Yahoo Japan was the source of that. I blindly at one point believed that this was a real thing until I found something stating that it was alleged. And then I said, oh. And then I looked at what they said, that Yahoo Japan is where they got it from. Why is it coming from Yahoo Japan? It says, it reads on, it says, the article claimed Hybe covered everything from flights and luxury hotels. From July to September, Hybe held a 4-city dome tour across Tokyo, Osaka, Nagoya, and Fukuoka, impressing Japan's music industry insiders with what was okay. This is why they're saying that it's from Japan, Yahoo Japan. Industry insiders with what was described as Hybe's generous hospitality. Nearly 100. God, stop making that noise. Nearly 100. I don't know why it's making this noise, but it's annoying me. I don't know if y'all hear it, but it's making a really, really bad noise. My computer. Nearly 100 journalists from sports newspapers, magazines, and online media outlets were invited to the Fukuoka Dome. Hybe provided round trip flights in in JLS. I don't know what is this? JLS's class. I have no idea what that is. Something is Japanese related. Japanese something S's class. I have no idea. But it says that he provided round trip flights in JLS's class along, oh my God, stop making that noise, along with accommodations at luxury hotels costing between 50,000 to 70,000 JPY per night. Ooh. 321 USD and to 449 U. I hope I'm saying that right. Yikes, that's a lot of money. It says meals were of course included. However, there were strict guidelines on mandatory phrases that had to be included in the articles. As a result, most of the media outlets all ended up publishing similar articles. While some were pleased with the invitation, sorry, y'all excuse me, let me read that one more time. While some were pleased with the invitation, many in the music industry felt uneasy about Hybe's influence. However, the article was quickly taken down from Yahoo Japan, leading netizens to speculate that Hybe may have been behind its removal. First of all, I don't know how true this is. This sounds very suspicious. But this was the media play. It sounded very convincing. At first. Is this why Hybe only made a net profit of 1.4 billion Korean won? Yeah, I don't know if this is true or not. But if it is, then interesting. But at the very beginning of this, it said that it was, let's see, it said it was reported, and I thought I saw the word alleged. Could have swore I saw the word alleged. Either way, allegation, yes. Hybe has faced ongoing scrutiny following a series of, well, yeah, the allegations being that the company manipulated media. And then, of course, this is also kind of an allegation here that this article, all of this stuff, that the article that was made by Yahoo Japan is revealing that Hybe had done all this stuff, covered flights and all this stuff. I don't know how true that is, if it's even true at all. Kind of seems, it says, kind of seems weird to me. Oh my God, stop making that noise. Stop it. Stop it. Jesus, man. Stop it. Alright. Kind of seems weird to me because what was the actual result? I'm sure Hybe does not play nice does not play nice all the time, since they are. Yeah, it's weird because even if they did do it, the whole argument that the other side, Minhee Jin side, is saying is that it's right for her to do media play, but it's wrong for Hybe. It's the whole, you know, rules for thee but not for me. Hybe shouldn't do it, but Minhee Jin can. Why? Because she's the, as Nathan said, she's the weaker side, the oppressed side, right? I don't know, did I play that part? I don't think I played that part of Nathan's thing, but everybody that saw the video saw the video. The weaker side, the oppressed side. You know, I'm for that side, that side, the weaker side, the oppressed. It's okay for her to do it because she's the weaker side. But when Hybe does it, it's seen as a power play, right? It's media play at its most dangerous. But when Minhee Jin does it, well, she's just trying to protect her girls. It's called hypocrisy. Double standards. Always okay for her to do anything and everything. Yes. Always. Which is funny because what did Minhee Jin do? Oh, well, everybody's saying that I'm a shaman person, but Hybe, they're in a cult or something stupid, she said. Which Hybe has been accused of being in a cult only because of how successful Hybe is. There's always got to be some catch to success. It can't just be, oh, started from the bottom and now we made it to the top through hard work and perseverance. It has to be, there's some kind of cult behind it. There's some kind of this behind it. Now, Minhee Jin, however, different story because she admitted to consulting with a shaman about business decisions. She admitted to that. But oh no, but see, let me deflect for a minute. Let me project for a second. Hybe. It's all Hybe's fault. Everything's Hybe's fault. No accountability or nothing. Leave the kids out of it. But my girls called me. My girls called me and comforted me. A grown woman in her 40s. But leave the girls out of it. Keep them out of it. But my girls, my babies. But keep them out of it. Two different contradictions here. Keep the children out of it, but then you bring the children in anyway. Rules for thee, but not for me. The weaker side, Minhee Jin, the millionaire, well-known creative director with her daughters that blew up with their debut, had opportunities in their first year, not even 17. Yes. I mean, I don't know how rich she is now. I'm sure she's probably screeching for money. She's probably looking under the bed, the bed mattress. Has to cut open a hole to get the money out. I don't know what's going on with her now. You know all that stuff she has to do with money now? How much legal fees she has to pay? That woman has a lot of legal fees to pay. That woman ain't got no more money. I'm pretty sure. She probably even had to empty out whatever savings she had at this point. Nah, Kakao will bankroll her. The weaker side. Ex-CEO is a master class on projection and deflection and manipulation. She would be a bestseller. Oh, Kakao will bankroll her. Yeah, because she's look at what she's done. Honestly, I don't think I'm pretty sure Kakao's not happy with her. Pretty sure. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Yeah, exactly. You know, I find it so insane how that woman has been able to twist this whole thing to the point not many remember how it actually all started. She tried to steal a whole company and industry. Yeah. She said she's gonna try to undervalue a door as much as possible, basically, so that she can make it so that Hive doesn't want to even have any shares in a door, and make it so that they would have to sell their shares, and then she would put herself up as the buyer of the shares so that she could own the entire company or the entire subsidiary label, and then pull that subsidiary label away from Hive and have it to herself and take the girls too, because they denied her the power to hire and fire people, something she's not supposed to have anyway. And then she gets bitter about it and butthurt about it. And so now she's going in phase 2 of her plan, which is just pull the whole subsidiary label away from Hive, since they won't give me the power I want. Oh, that's you making all that noise. I'm sorry. Here we go. It's probably still going to do it, but whatever. She has enemies of Hive backing her. Yeah. Yeah, she does. Anybody who doesn't support Hive supports her. Basically, that's how it goes. Oh my God. You are fine. Stop it. It's my iPad. It's my stupid iPad crying for help. Alright. Yeah, Yeah, this whole thing has been something crazy to cover. Ironic how the minute Min-Hee-jin left Hive, girlfriend comes back. Yeah. Because she needs to come back. She has to come back. She can't let them win. She can't let Hive win. And any chance she gets, she's going to come back and try to do something. And I'm just worried about the girls' development, you know. And them being forced into this position. Oh my God, would you shut up? Don't make me curse at you. Stop it. Stop it. You're going to piss me off. Stop it. Hold on. Stop it. Just stop. Stop. Stop it. Girlfriend sold out their contract. Oh my God. I'm about to unplug you and shut you off. I can't take it no more. Oh, that's not how you do it.
YouTube has...
Shut up. Siri. Oh my God. I can't take it. I have to shut this thing off. I gotta shut it off. I can't take it no more. One sec, y'all. Let me shut this thing off. I can't take it. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. There we go. God, that is such an annoying thing to hear. Ex-CEO, invisible hands ain't so... Yeah, right. We all see people were making a big fuss about the press conference that New Jeans had, where they had those iPads and stuff in front of them, and they were like, "Oh, you know, they're looking at what they're supposed to say." But I agree with Soullight. I honestly think someone was giving them responses, because New Jeans don't know what they're talking about. Someone's giving them responses. And I'm pretty sure it was either Min-Hee-jin or somebody else. Conspiracy theory territory, but I believe Min-Hee-jin, based on her character, how she does what she does, I wouldn't put it past her to be the one feeding them the answers. And I remember one of the girls said that they had looked up a lot of articles about getting out of a company, or getting out of a contract or whatever. And so, and I was like, well, just because you look at a bunch of articles doesn't mean that it doesn't invalidate the contract, you still have to pay. You still have to pay something. You really do. You have to pay something. You can't walk away. And whoever told you you can walk away lied to you. Turn the volume off on it. Oh, maybe I should have did that. But yeah, but I think I turned. Did I turn? I think I turned the volume off of it, and it just still kept going. Because the charger was like going in and out. Probably because I have too many devices on this thing. That's probably why it's doing that. That kind of power is not allocated equally to all the devices. I have a computer, phone, and iPad plugged to one thing. So that's probably why. That's why it's making all that noise. I just turned off the iPad. Let me see. Oh. Yeah, it was kind of obvious they were being fed responsible. Yeah, but people kept acting like that's not. Oh, well, when you go into a press conference, don't you make sure you come prepared with all of your notes and stuff? That's not what that looked like, because when certain members were asked questions, or all the members were asked questions, you remember how long the silence was because they were waiting for the answer to pop up. They didn't have an answer for it. One of those questions had to do with the additional information, the additional evidence. And all the members sat there for a good minute and was silent. And Hawley spoke up and said, well, listen, I said everything I was going to say. That's how you know they were being spoon-fed stuff. I see you, Jungtae. I see your response. Spoon-fed responses were too obvious. Yep. Exactly. But, you know, they want you to believe that they weren't spoon-fed anything. Honey was, read that. Sorry. Honey was read that conference. That paper was most likely given to her by Minhee Chen. Sorry, I was trying to understand what that said. Okay, doesn't mean the article doesn't mean the article are incorrect. Exactly. Just because you read a bunch of articles on how to get out of a company without paying doesn't mean that they're correct. And it doesn't mean that you're going to get out without paying either. Luhan, Tao, and Chris had to pay something. They couldn't just get out of their contract. And by the way, I don't even think that EXO broke even yet for them to get out of scot-free like that. And New Jeans barely had started. They did just started, and I know they haven't broken even. No, ain't no way they broke even. Let me see. I'm scrolling, trying to make sure all of your comments have gotten to. It's in the millions of won they would have had to pay. Yes. Gotcha. I got you. Reading at that. Gotcha. Honey, amazing actress. Of course. Those tears. Like, really, she should win something. Someone added me. Hey, for Moonlight Antonio, I meant during the assembly, Honey was reading off of. Yes, got you. I believe, yes, absolutely. Do they honestly have their own attorneys? I would hope so, but they've been acting like they don't. Because any smart attorney would have told them not to do this. I would hope they did, but I don't think they do. At least not acting like this. Even if you, mind you, the whole press conference was to say that they had terminated their contracts, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But then in the press conference, they're saying how they're still under contract. How does that work? You know? Well, we called this press conference to tell everyone we are no longer in contract with Hybe or Adore. Ah. Oh, but we also wanted to say that we're still in contract. We're still in contract. Oh, and we're using these iPads and stuff, which is company property. Because Minhee Jin doesn't have the money to afford to buy all these iPads and stuff for us. Let's see. They are ex-CEO attorneys. Hybe doesn't have a training fee, thanks to BTS, but they have to pay an amount to terminate the contract. Yes, exactly. Okay, so breaking even is not a thing, at least with them. Well, that's an interesting step in a good direction, I think. Breaking even is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And if you got plastic surgery before you debuted, if you got vocal lessons, you've got lessons on how to speak English well, how to speak Chinese or Mandarin, how to speak Japanese for Japanese touring and all this stuff, all these different things. Choreography train, all this stuff costs money that the idols have to pay back, which is why they work them so hard during the first year or two of these idols' careers. They work them that hard because they need that money back. But I think that there's an aspect of that that's very damaging to these young people. Again, Luhan had a lot. Well, again, I'm gonna not again, but Luhan had a lot of had illnesses and stuff because of all this. He got sick and all that. Tao, he had an injury. I think it was an ankle injury and something with his feet. And it kept happening. And the doctor told him, stay off your feet. But the company would not let him do that. So his dad was like, no, get out of there. Get out of there. File a lawsuit and get out of there. Mind you, Tao, I think, was the only one that had to pay for, I can't remember exactly what it was, but he had to pay something. Because I guess, I don't know, I can't remember if it was because they didn't break even or whatever, so he had to keep paying until, 2022? The contract ended in 2022, and I think the contract ended for all three of them, Chris, Luhan, and Tao, in 2022. So they could stop paying then. Everything they made off of movies or TV shows or whatever, albums, concerts, some of that portion of money had to go straight back to SM. But Tao was particularly something Tao did not fulfill contractually that he had to pay for. But I can't remember what it was. When I saw that interview, I felt... when I saw that interview, when I saw that interview, I felt she was very manipulative in that first person. Yes, absolutely manipulative. After her first press conference, where she swore up and down. All calm and collected. Yeah, remember, her swearing up and down is her being herself. But then she puts on it. So I guess, so you're faking when you're calm. You're faking when you're calm. Be yourself all the time. Be yourself all the time. No, she was pissed off. That's why she was cursing. She was pissed off because she didn't get to have her plan happen exactly when she wanted, because that interim audit came out exposing her for trying to usurp authority and trying to take the company down. trying to damage Hyde. That interim audit. And yes, Hyde could have handled it. And I've said this before. This is my critique. But I understand why they did it. Hyde could have done that audit privately. The whole thing. Who's leaving? Someone's leaving? Good night, sleep well. Someone's leaving. Who's leaving? Good night. Good night. Good night, good night, JT. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Oh gosh. I can't scroll up anymore. There we go. Thank you for coming. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, is Shiny's Nuna? Oh, are you leaving Shiny's Nuna? Oh, I didn't mean. Okay. I think that's what's going on. You're leaving. Thank you for coming, Shiny's Nuna. Thank you. Though TXT was going on break, but then touring in March. Yeah, I remember they announced that they were going on a much needed break. It was like an end of the year break or something. But they're back now. That break was not long. Ugh. That break was not long at all. Yep, I need to sleep. Got you. Thank you for coming, Shiny's Nuna. Seriously, thank you. Always, thank you so much. You and Ninguk, I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. Again, I am looking for more moderators, so I will be keeping my eye on you guys. I already see some really good candidates. So, I'm in pain. I started back doing my exercises like I'm supposed to be doing, and my whole body hurts. My whole body hurts. Yes, thank you, Shiny Nuna. Thank you. Yeah, that whole vacation they were supposed to be having didn't last long because now they're back. Yeah, covering this whole topic has been really something. It's been really something. After this video, I'm probably going to do one more. TXT and Hypin seem to work non-stop. I'm sure there are others, but only noticed those two. Yeah. Yeah, they stay working. They stay working. Yeah, I mean, the industry needs to change. I agree with Nathan that the industry needs to change. I disagree from the premise that he's coming from with New Jeans being the group that is going to usher in this new thing. It's not going to happen with them. Not going to happen with them. They are going to set the industry back, if anything. That's my feeling. Companies are going to be very strict. More strict than I actually think they should be. Because the stricter they become in one angle, the more it's going to be okay for toxic fans to come out of the woodworks and start putting funeral wreaths everywhere like they did Sunghan. Which, by the way, I'm still against SM highly for what they did to that man. And no, I haven't listened to anything Rise related since then. Which is sad because I really want to support them. But they're never going to have my money. Because now I'm just saying it's okay. When I pay for something, it's okay, and I'm not doing it. That's me personally. Rise need to go on hiatus for mental health reasons because recently, whenever I see them, they are so depressed. Yeah, because of what SM did. It's SM's fault. SM took away Sunghan after promising to bring him back and then bringing him back only to get rid of him. That would land me depressed too. Or just bring Sunghan back and that will solve all of the mental health problems going on, if that's the reason, because I believe that is the reason, is because they snatched Sunghan as soon as they brought it back. And they were all like going, like putting up their fingers like 7. Putting up the 7 fingers and stuff. Because they were happy he was coming back. And what did they do? They got rid of him because a few toxic people decided to put over 1,000 funeral wreaths. Sometimes I think that K-pop idols unfortunately have to work constantly because of the short attention span. New groups debut all the time. If you break too long, your fans sadly might move on. Yeah, but again, that's a part of the culture of the K-pop industry that they have basically cultivated. And I mean, I get it. It's also a business thing too, but they are humans and not machines, and so you can't run them ragged. Otherwise, you risk them being ill or injured earlier than they're supposed to be. And what are you going to do? Make them keep going? What are you going to do? Make them keep going after they just got injured or whatever? You can't. It's abusive to do that. And that companies would risk abusing their idols just to make bank it's disgusting. I've never been okay with that. And like I've said many times, this channel has been all about defending the artists over the companies all the time. When it comes to the New Jeans thing, I can't. But anything else, yeah. Let me see. I do not envy idols. I do not envy idols hounded by press. Got you. I do not envy idols hounded by press. Limited. Go back. Limited in how to live freely. Cannot love openly. Striving for unhealthy perfection. Yep, scandal culture is a killer. It is. I'm reading the comments differently, so it's hard for me to... that was insane of SM to do that. Such a terrible example to set for K-pop. Yes, but they've been that way for a long time, unfortunately. Even with God, I can't think of the man's name right now. Can't think of his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The founder of SM. Lee I think I'm having a brain fart. It's alright. Can't think of his name. That's so weird. Lee Soo-man. Thank you. Lee Soo-man. Lee Soo-man. Yeah, I think being an idol is probably one of the worst jobs. Yes. It's SM. Yeah. I remember when Onu looked so sick before he went on hiatus. Felt so worried. Yes. Yeah, he I feel like they ran that man ragged. He is a clear example of the company running an artist ragged. That man was to and fro from Korea to Japan, Korea, Japan, Korea, Japan, Korea, Japan. Concert, concert, concert. Radio, talk show, radio, talk show, radio, talk show. I mean, he was going off. He released a Japanese album. No, first he released Dice. Then he went to Japan, released a Japanese album, his first Japanese album, promoted that. Of course, promoted Dice here before he did that. All the promotions, all the promotions, all the promotions. Blah, blah, blah. Went to Japan, released a Japanese album there, and then promoted it like crazy. Promoted it, promoted it, promoted it, promoted it. Came back to Korea, did Circle. Circle came out. Promoted it, promoted it, promoted it, promoted it, promoted it, promoted it. Worn out. Then came back with Shiny to do the hard album. Didn't get to promote it at all because at that point his body was like completely, it just, he looked malnourished and he needed to like take a rest, a long rest and recovery period. Because the company wore the man out. He said literally that he was getting 2 hours of sleep and barely eating. It was terrible. And then people were saying stupid, toxic things about his weight, like, wow, he looks better than Taemin when Taemin came out of the military. Crazy. Crazy. Some people were actually praising his skinny figure. It's weird. Lee Soo-man, yes. Did you hear about Taehyun and Taehyun and Wendy not participating in SM's anniversary concert? Taehyun. No, I did not. No, I did not. That is why a healthy fandom is good, to speak out and support their idols, and delusional parasocial types, not good though. Yeah, Wendy did not mince words. Oh wow, what? Oh God, wow! I didn't know. I'm curious. Neither Taehyun. I'm curious what happened. I didn't know they said something about it. They said something about it. So they're not participating, and they said something about it. Interesting. The Minute and Idol. I wouldn't. You know what? I wouldn't either. You know how stupid SM has been. The Minute and Idol looks healthy. Everyone shames them. I'm so sick of. Yes, really. Taemin, they shamed Taemin and they body shamed him when he came out. He looks all plump and he looks unattractive and all this other stuff. Onu losing weight looks better than Taemin at this point, which honestly is disrespectful to both Onu and Taemin, because are y'all saying that Onu didn't look very good until he lost weight? It's funny because it's like there's some people that believe that Onu is. You know what? I don't even want to go there, because it's gonna make me a little annoyed again. I don't want to get annoyed. I don't want to get annoyed. I don't want to get annoyed. No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all probably know what I was gonna say out my mouth though. About how fans felt about Onu, appearance-wise, as opposed to all the other members. Taemin was finally a healthy weight. What did everybody do? They fashioned. Yeah, exactly. We are not given opportunity to prepare for SM. Oh wow. No, Onu's cheeks are so cute. I love that man's face. I want to manifest other company music festivals. Wendy said she'd. Y'all forgive me, my head is starting to hurt from me reading and the light hitting me in the face so hard. Wendy said she informed them like a month ago, but they just announced it today after. What? She'd informed them a month ago, but they just announced it. But they just announced it today after tickets were already sold. And this is why I don't like SM, y'all. The options on Wendy's. Oh, the optics on Wendy's comments does not look good on SM at all. Look, SM, I have a feeling SM is going down and down and down and down. The more they do stupid stuff, the more they give power to the toxic Korean fandom. Not all the Koreans are toxic, but there's a sect of toxic Korean fans who SM caters to. Because they're afraid of these people, apparently. The more they do this, the more they're going to go down. And I don't know what's going to happen to SM. They were once seen as the godfather of K-pop groups, right? The granddaddy, the first big one, Lee Soo-man, who was a solo singer, starting that company, and now look at what it's become. Look at what it always was, and then what it started becoming even more and more and more, to the point where it's so bad. SM is a mess. They have always been and always will be. That is what happens when you have been the house of K-pop since first gen. Yeah. Still holding on to that old toxic way of doing things. Yeah, they're not gonna change. They're not gonna change a thing. If anything proves that, Sunghan, all that Sunghan stuff proves that they're not gonna change. Not gonna do it. Which is why SM sucks. I don't hate the people that work there. I don't hate the businessmen. I dislike them. I don't hate them, but I do hate the company. I do hate the machine known as SM, because they're trash. Like holding on to floppy disks. Powerhouse of K-pop, gotcha. Still holding on, yep. Yeah, I don't like SM anymore. I can't. I will, of course, when I get back to reacting, of course I'm going to react to K-pop stuff, SM entertainment stuff and all that, but I am so sick and tired of this stupid company. And the stupid employee, well, not all the employees are stupid, but the ones at the top, the corporate, they're dumb. Dumb. How they did Lucas was wrong, because they let the fans do that to him. They did Sunghan the same way, let the fans do that to him. I'm sick of it. Every time Jonghyun and Sully come up, they disassociate themselves from that. And the only people that pay any homage to Sully and Jonghyun are the members. That's not SM. That's not on behalf of SM. That's on behalf of themselves. The members pay homage, not by proxy of SM. Shiny, FX, which FX is disbanded, but it's just a mess. They don't want to. Anytime somebody brings up Jonghyun or Sully, they don't want to hear that. They want to disassociate themselves as much as possible, because it's a stain on their record that two artists under their label unalived because of things that the company did not deal with. Cacao shares will likely not improve SM. Could be no, not at this point. Not at this point. I doubt it. I doubt it. Yeah, that situation totally never changed it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I remember IU crying after Jaejong passing. Poor woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was IU that was the one that sang the song, right? Um, the song that he wrote for her. What was that song? Oh, I can't remember right now. My brain is so fried, y'all. I cannot remember. I can't think straight. Cacao has a lot of hands in a lot of places, like Billboard, Korea. SM is launching a fan platform to compete with Weverse. No matter how low SM goes, um, I think they'll probably still maintain some level of relevance. Breathe, thank you. Breathe, yes, one of my favorite songs, but it's also become a sad song as well. IU, I really like the respect. I really like and respect her so much. Yes, yes. Cacao is launching. Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Cacao has no idea. Cacao has no idea how to run a K-pop agency because they aren't a K-pop agency. They are just money hungry. Yeah, and it's funny because they have a lot of groups, idol groups, under their name, and I didn't know that. I found out last year, and I was like, wait, what? Cacao? Was it Cacao Music or something like that? SM Cacao. I confuse them all the time. That's, you know, I'm sure a lot of people confuse them. They're kind of two peas in a pod in a way, in a way, in a way. I don't say understandable, considering things. Exactly. Good evening. It's my favorite song. Good evening. Daddy Doga, Daddy Doga, Daddy Doga. Yep. Listen, I'm a shiny guy from the womb to the tomb. I will always. That is my favorite group. My favorite group of all groups. As that is shiny. Always. And under that is EXO, because EXO, I was down with EXO. Even when they lost 3 Chinese members, I was down with EXO. But every time I hear, I feel melancholy. And well, honestly, the song is meant. Honestly, it's meant to incite melancholy, but it's also meant to push you into the future. And at least this is my interpretation. Every time I hear the song, when I hear the first note, all of that stuff, it puts me, because I know what they're singing about. I know why they're singing it, And I know what it means. But I also know that at the very end, when Taman does that, and then Onu does the, they're moving past it. That's the part where they're like, we are persevering forward, knowing that Jonghyun is in a better place. We will never let him go. It hurts, but we're moving on. And I love that whole like the song gives you that feeling. Every part of that song gives you the feeling. And I love that. I love that. It's beautiful. It really is a beautiful thing. And I'm glad that it's funny because, how do I say this? To be able to translate melancholy feeling within a up-tempo song takes skill. Do you know how much skill it takes for a producer to create the music? Forget the lyrics for a minute. The music gives you a melancholy feeling, even though it's up-tempo. It's brilliant. K-pop is brilliant in that way. SHINee is brilliant in that way. I told you, I gush over SHINee, man. I really do. They are just the producers, the songwriters, including the members who wrote songs as well. Brilliant. Brilliant people. Brilliant. I gotta go soon. When is the next live going to be? I don't know. I haven't done this in a long while, Jungtae. I haven't done a live stream and y'all, I'm sure some of y'all that haven't been here in a while, y'all know I have not done a live stream in a long while. A long while. I felt emboldened to do a live stream tonight because it was really on my heart to talk about this whole misunderstanding, which it's probably still going to be a misunderstanding, and it is what it is. I put out what I tried. I tried to convey my message as clear as possible, but I don't know when I'm going to do another one. I tried to do it every Saturday or every Friday. Every Friday or Saturday, I think, is when I tried to do it. I've kind of dialed it back a little bit because I'm trying to focus on getting my content done and out the way. But yeah, I've been putting a lot of time and effort on that, more so than live streams. But I'm going to try to get back to it regularly. I don't know when that's going to be, but I'm going to try to do it. So just look out for it. Usually I do my live streams around like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, not in the morning, but like in the afternoon, like 11 a.m., 12 a.m. 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m., stuff like that. But this one was a little later than usual. It is like dark outside now. But I wanted to, do this with you guys and talk to you guys because I hadn't talked to you guys in a long time. And I didn't know that people were going to show up and talk. I was going to like just go full blast on what I was talking about with the whole woke term that I was using. That was why I did this. But I'm glad you guys came because it kind of got me a little off of that when I was like, when I'm done, because I was gonna be like, hash it out, be done, click, goodbye. But you guys came, we had a good conversation, we chopped it up, and I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate y'all so much. So thank you for your support. I do want to get some preliminaries out of the way. For those who love my channel and all that stuff, I don't talk about money. I don't say that you're required to have money to give money or anything like that. I don't do that because I don't like it. I personally just don't like it. But if you are feeling generous, extra generous, well, first like the live stream, obviously. Hit that like button, and that's one. If you're being extra generous and you want to, donate, I have, of course, the super thanks feature on a lot of my content. You can you know, do a super thanks and send me some love that way. Or you could, of course, super chat on the live stream, and I would appreciate that as well. I don't, it's not required or anything like that. You do not have to do that if you don't want to do it. Totally fine if you don't. But thank you for all that you do. Because let me tell you, even if you don't give me any money, your time, that's valuable. And that you guys, and I've said this many times, if you guys feel that I'm worth your time at all is an honor. So thank you. What else? Yeah, if you're not comfortable or anything with like sending any kind of monetary donation, cool, that's fine. I would ask, don't skip the ads, because the ads are where I get a lot of my money from YouTube. I have hit that mark where I can actually be monetized by YouTube partnership and all that. So AdSense helps me out, and so if you could not skip the ads, I'd appreciate that. But yes, I'm trying to do that more. My mom told me you better like do this more, because like this is your thing. And I said, yes ma'am, okay. So I'm doing it. Gotta obey my mother. She knows what she's talking about. So yes, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate all y'all so much. Yeah, let's try to do this again soon next time. And yeah, that'd be great. So like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Hit the bell for notifications in case you haven't. And one more thing I do want to say. As the channel grows, sometimes people get unsubscribed automatically. YouTube does it. It's a thing that YouTube does. I don't know why. But make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure that you are still subscribed. If you're not, and you were subscribed, and you find out that you're not, make sure to resubscribe again, and hit the bell and all that stuff. So yes, that's it. That's it. It. All right. Love y'all. See y'all on the next one. Video coming out soon. All right. Bye.